So, welcome everybody. Welcome to our ninth year of the Executive Coaching Special Interest
Woo!
Group. We are part of ICF Los Angeles. We are really glad you're here. We're going to start this morning the way we have started the last, I don't know, year or more by saying good morning and welcome to new people who are on this call for the very first time. If you're on this call for the very first time, would you we're going to ask you to say hello to us briefly, your name, where are you, and how did you find us? Who do we have to thank for you being here? If you would raise your electronic hand, that'll let us know who you are, and I'll just literally go down the line and we'll say hello to people. So, great. Great. So I see two people so far, three. That's fantastic. Oh, good. All right. Oh, good. Okay, so let's jump in. So, Kurt, hi, Kurt.
Hey, good morning. So I'm Kurt Doucette. I'm from Greenville, South Carolina, and I was introduced to this by a great person, Tom Henschel. Been listening to your show for some years. I was introduced to you through Dave Stahoviak when I became a leader in my company about 5 or 6 years ago. That was one of the first things that they shared with us, your episode on how to manage former peers.
Oh,
And
thanks.
so been listening ever since, and now I'm a leader of leaders, and we actually listen to your podcast every week and discuss it Friday morning. So I've
Yikes.
just come from talking about sorting and labeling with our leaders this morning. So very
Hey,
glad to be here today.
thanks for the shout out, Kurt. By the way, Kurt mentioned Dave Stahoviak. Some of you may know he hosts a show called Coaching for Leaders, very popular show. Deb Dowling. Hello, Deb.
Hello. Um, yes, my name's Deb Dowling. The accent is Australian, but I've been in LA for 25 years. I live in Westchester near LAX Airport. I am both a consultant and a coach, and I crossed paths with Tom Henschel as part of my consulting work, and he introduced me to this group, and it's very exciting to be here. Thank you.
Yes. Deb was the president of an organization that I belonged to for many years, and it was so impressive and cool. And Deb, I'm glad to see you. Thanks for being here. Alexei, welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Alexei Nazarov. I'm originally from Russia, and I've been doing a ton of negotiation skills coaching and team coaching for executives. That's why I I realized to join this group because I recognized the familiar word executives. I've been living in Santa Monica for 3 years now. I'm thinking about transition to the US market. I'm very curious about everything what's going on here.
Cool.
How can I transfer my knowledge and skills and expertise?
Well, we are so glad to have you, and I hope you find
Thank you.
answers here. Welcome.
Thank you.
Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Nancy Tunin, and I'm in Santa Monica also, so we're neighbors, let's say. And I've been following via email your activity and always wanted to join, and my work schedule didn't allow it, and I'm so happy that I can be here with all of you today.
We're happy too. Welcome. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Thank you so
Kim,
much.
good morning and welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm Kim St. Pierre, and I'm located in Santa Cruz County, near Mount Madonna, if anybody knows the area. Just moved a month and a half ago from Ventura Oxnard area, so I'm kind of
Oh,
a LA ICF chapter affiliate. But Patricia Schwartz, who's on this call, mentioned this particular session to me. She and I have a history with the College of Executive Coaching and
great.
just had a chat the other day. So I registered as soon as I hung up the phone with her. So I'm grateful to her for that.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I hope you're happy up there. Patricia, thanks for supporting us. Patricia's one of the people who's been with us, I think, all 9 years. So, Kim, great. Welcome.
Thank you.
Sarah,
Hi, everybody. So glad to be here. I'm from the US, but I've been in the UK for the last 15 years. So I hope you let me sneak in for some of these sessions.
Absolutely. Yes, there's
This
no
is the
sneaking
perfect
needed.
time. So thank you. I'm a I'm also a coach and a consultant over here. I do a lot of communication coaching, mental health and well-being coaching as well. I'm only just starting to get into executive coaching, so I have a lot to learn, and I look forward to hearing about all of your experience.
Fantastic. Welcome. And thanks. And we do have international people. I don't know if Tommaso's on the call. I know he was going to be. He's in Italy. So it's like, yeah, welcome. Absolutely. Louise, we've already heard from you from New Jersey. Welcome.
Hi there. I'm from New Jersey, but I'm originally from the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and I'm an old buckaroo. Okay. I worked for Weight Watchers International as a leader for 30 years,
Wow.
and then I retired and I decided to go back to school when I was 62 years old
Go
to
get him,
be
Louise.
to become a transformational coach. I seem to attract um, people in business. I
Well,
don't know why, because I'm really a relationship coach.
hey,
You
but that's
know,
business too. Listen,
yeah,
Louise, I mean, really, we're so glad you're here. Thank you for being here.
yeah.
Rob, nice to see you again.
We can't hear you, Rob.
Yeah, we can't hear you. I saw you come off mute, but we can't hear you.
I don't know why you
There you
can't
are.
hear me. I have to
There
like
you
mute
are.
my
Yes.
microphone. In Teams, I'm like loud as a jet engine, and in Zoom, I'm quiet as a mouse. I'm not sure why. Anyway, I'm Rob A, and I joined ICF not too long ago. In fact, Susan was the first person I met, and I really felt like I was in school again and being like, who is anybody? And Susan was nice enough to come over and introduce me to several people. So I met John Burt, Layla, and then Tom and Susan were delivering the session that evening, and it was such a great session. And so at the last ICF, I heard about Tom's executive coaching special interest group, and so I went up to Tom, met him again, and he invited me, and that's why I'm here today.
And glad you are. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. Thank you.
So, hey, that's a lot of new people. Welcome. What a great way to start the year. Let me just tell you who we are. We are the Executive Coaching Special Interest Group. Uh, I am Tom Henschel. I am your co-host.
And I'm Susan Smalley. I'm your co-host.
And I'm Cynthia Oraduba, producer extraordinaire.
Yay. Cynthia's jumped in because Desiree, who is often our usual producer, is in Madrid with her son. So there you go. Cynthia, thanks for being here. We call ourselves a self-directed learning group, meaning we don't have experts leading us. We do it ourselves. And today is going to be a really good example of that.
One resource I want to point out before we get into our content, over the last 8 years, every time we have one of these sessions, any of the resources that we collect, we dump into this shared drive. So it's basically 8 years of tools and resources from your colleagues that are coaches. And it is some good stuff. There's proposal templates, the pricing survey over the last few years is there, anything you can imagine. Really, you could go in and spend a couple of days just poking around. So feel free to use that. It's for everybody. And what we're here to do today, this is one thing that I think is pretty cool about this group, is that we get to decide what we want to learn from one another. And today is all about creating that list. And today is also about connecting, because that is one thing I know that we all love doing with one another. Whether you're brand new today or you've been coming for 9 years, there's always an opportunity to connect here with this group. So what we're going to do is create the learning list for the year. We meet every couple of months. Obviously today we'll build our list, and then we've decided as a group that each September we'll do the pricing survey. So that gives us 4 slots to fill. So the way that we'll do this is we're going to have 4 breakout rooms. Oh, and let me give you the topics that we've discussed in the past over the years. All of these are, we could repeat some of these, or we could come up with totally new topics, but to give you an idea of some of the topics that we've looked at.
one of the things that we'll ask is, oh, can you go back, Tom?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Whoops. I didn't know
I'm
that was going
supposed to have control, remember?
Yeah, what happened? What happened to that? Hang on one sec.
So one of the things that we'll ask, so for example, team development was one of the topics. If there's a particular part of team development that you're interested in, include that because team development is a pretty large topic. So what we're going to do, I don't know what we're seeing, Tom.
You have to
Really?
click.
I know it's
You
been.
have to click continue to share. It's when you have two monitors, it does that.
So, Susan, what are you seeing?
Just pull it down. That's fine. Just pull it down. Stop sharing.
Got it.
It's fine. We'll just talk.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So what we're going to do today is 4 breakout rooms. So you're going to get a chance to go into 4 different rooms with 3 other people, and you'll get to meet 12 people today or reconnect with some old friends. While you're in the breakout room, you're going to have 15 minutes to connect with one another and come up with some topics that you're interested in learning about. So what are you seeing in your business? If you could wave a magic wand and say, I'd love to surface the wisdom of this room on this particular topic, what would it be? When you come back from the breakout room, we'll ask somebody in your group to add the items in the chat, and then we'll go back into the next breakout room. And we'll do the same thing 4 times. We're going to create this long master list, and then Tom and I will take the list and take out the duplicates, and we will, last year I think we ended up with 81 responses. Then we're going to send that out to everybody, and you get to vote on 4. So you'll pick your top 4, everybody else will pick their top 4, and then we just rank them, and that's what we'll do this year. How's that sound? Good? All right, anything else that I missed, Tom?
No. Sounds great. I'm excited.
Me too.
Can you put the
Oh,
list back up?
the what back up?
Vic is asking to put the list back up that you had of the topics.
Oh,
And the list is really just to give you an idea of what we've talked about. It's not really meant to be, these are the topics to pick from. We want you to come up with the list. We were just
yeah.
giving you some ideas of things that we've talked about in the past.
I just want to add to what Susan said. This is meant to say, listen, we can revisit any of these, but it's also just to give you a sense of the breadth of, we can talk about whatever is of interest to us. Susan, I'm sorry, I was setting up the breakout rooms. Did you talk about what we want them to bring out of the breakout rooms?
Yes.
You did.
The list to put in the chat. Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
Vic, I hope you got what you needed.
Here we go.
Here we go, opening the rooms. Have fun. So we are really thinking about time today. We want to give as many breakout sessions as we can. So what we'd like to do now is the person who was scribe in your room, if you can put the topics in the chat, and then we're going to go right back into rooms and do it all again.
So we'll give a couple of minutes, and maybe while everybody's doing that, if anybody wants to share, if you're not typing in the chat, what was something that came up in your room that was interesting?
Question, should we now offer different topics so we don't duplicate what we already shared in the first? So are we thinking like additional?
Great question. It doesn't matter because Susan and I, when this is all over, we're going to go through, we're going to have tons and tons, and we'll consolidate things and we'll make it into a cohesive ballot. So Leila, it's whatever, however you want to play the game, you can't lose. So great question, though. I know that we've been asked that before. How are we doing?
Same groups or mixed?
No, it's going to be different groups. New people.
Yay.
There's a couple of questions. Are these regarding the breakout rooms? Okay. Go ahead, Dave. Hello.
Oh, I think Kim was first.
Hey, Kim.
Hi, thanks. One of the topics that came up in our group that I just lit up to hear was equine coaching. And we just had a really fun, lovely conversation about how horses can be used to offer feedback to coaching clients. And we had an equine coach in our group who was sharing about that, Jennifer Whitcomb. I might be goofing up the last name.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You got
Lovely.
it. That's me.
Good.
Wow. How cool.
That's cool. Well, we weren't horsing around quite so much about our way
Nice,
of thinking.
Dave. Really nice.
But hey, if you want to import a way of being, a horse is a pretty powerful example. And what I found interesting and something I hadn't heard before was, essentially supervision. Could we do like a bunch of supervision parallel tracks in one of these sessions where the supervisee brings the topic and we like have 4 or 5 people go and supervise and not have it be a 45-person single topic track, but get a bunch of supervision in parallel?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe one of
Add
those
it in
ones
the
will have a horse
chat.
in it.
Nice plug for it. Okay, here we go. We're going back in.
All right.
Have fun. Okay, this should be everybody. Such interesting conversations.
Yes, such interesting conversations.
Okay, so get your ideas in the chat as you're coming back. We'll take a minute or two to get those in there.
I'd like to just say the process is amazing. I thought it was good on the first one. Now that I've done the second one and we have a different set of people, it's like, wow. And we're only 2 into it. This is a very that thing.
A very what? A very what?
A very that thing. Well, I don't know what to say.
Whatever that is.
No word. It's just.
I'm with you, Barry. I'm totally with you.
It's just, I don't know, very cool, very effective, very powerful, impactful set of sessions. Thank you.
And you're going to get to do it again. Yes. By the way, Barry, I just want to say I try and explain this experience to people, and I talk about it like a mixer or whatever. But I agree with you. It's so cool that
It's not exactly a word thing because it doesn't exactly fit into this is like that. Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff in there.
How to get new clients. Great. One of the things too that's really interesting, I mean, I see a lot of themes happening, but it's also wonderful how people scribe differently. It's great. It's great to read you all.
All right, does that look like everything? Close enough?
Don't know, but I
Here
hope.
we go.
Well, I think Patricia might still be adding some.
I'm adding.
We had a long extended conversation. Patricia did a great job synthesizing everything for us.
Yay, Patricia, facilitator.
Here's Jane Dundas. Perfect timing. We'll add her into a room.
Nina just posted. I just want to say, Nina, good for you for getting that gig at speaking. That sounded so exciting.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, bravo.
All right, here we go. So we need to make an executive decision here about timing. You're on mute.
Yeah, I think it's time to share and just
Yeah,
you
just
get
have
it.
everybody share for the last few minutes. Yeah, I don't think we have time for another.
Yeah, don't.
I agree.
But oh my goodness, it was so much fun. And Susan too, I just want to, before we close and before we give the closing code in a few minutes, I want to be sure that people understand the next thing that you and I are going to do and what they should expect from
Please.
us.
I think we have everybody back now.
Great. So, scribes, keep putting your stuff in the chat. That's been fantastic. We have a few minutes. Just because of the way the day rolled out, we're not going to do another breakout room. We hoped, but we don't want to keep you long. So we have some time to share. And here's what I would love to hear. I would love to hear if someone in your group said something that made you spark, where you went, oh, yes, I'd like to learn about that. What was that? Can you share it with us?
I'm going to jump in here.
Great.
Kurt, who was in the last group. Kurt, what's your last name again? Just say that out loud, will you?
Sure thing. Doucette.
Doucette has a YouTube channel, and he is posting information on leaders and leadership, and he just hit 10,000 views.
Woohoo!
So I just think that's I love social media. Actually hate it, but I love it because it's a great way to get out your teachings and your philosophy. And
Fantastic.
so I was just like, so let's all follow him on YouTube.
Great.
Thanks,
Great
I'll
Kurt.
setup,
also
Lisa.
add, I likewise hate social media, Lisa, and this is the only outlet that I can like do and still keep my mental health. And Tom, it's a bit of a riff on your work with the look and sound of leadership. I take TV and movie characters that have demonstrated leadership skills and then kind of break down what's happening in there so we can actually see and hear what these different leadership skills look like. So,
Amazing.
What fun. Good for you.
Kurt,
so
what's your channel called? How do we find you?
So it's just at Kurt Doucette, and it's relatively new. Go back and look at my old videos; they're awful, but it's just part of the journey and learning. But yep, just my name at Kurt Doucette, no spaces.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Fun. Alexei, what sparked you?
Yeah. Um, I was always putting so much proud in my team coaching because that I can help the team to perform better, like increase productivity, decrease time to market, all this jazz. But here I heard that sometimes when people see coaching as a performance something, they're thinking about performance improvement plan, which might mean that their days in company accounting, so they're like on the edge doing doing very little. So it's like a threat maybe. So I was
Huh.
like, yeah, I need to think about that more because I put so much pride, but now I need to watch my language.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe the development plan will get you out of that mix. Hey, Barry.
Yeah.
Hey, we talked about a lot of great stuff, and one of them was a couple of them was about some panels. Not necessarily, I don't remember if we had a given topic, but one of the things that came up is we wanted to have a panel, two or three. One of them was a panel and maybe be able to get different perspectives. For instance, what is it like to coach clients in different countries or different parts of the world or things like that? Another variation we talked about is maybe doing an open space so people can kind of open up. Another variation was, if I remember correct, maybe having like 6 vignettes on different little topics so we can get a whole bunch of pieces to the puzzle, to the stuff.
When you say
Interesting.
vignettes, what do you mean by that, Barry?
Well, I might
Sounds
need a
interesting.
couple of help. Who is on the team that can come on?
I was imagining like role play, but I don't know if that's what he
We
meant.
were
Oh,
saying kind of
role
like
play.
10-minute TED Talks on a bunch of topics.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Topics
and
like
yeah, thank you, Brianna. And actually, this whole thing started with role play. The word that came up was doing something with uh,
open space technology. No,
what's the word for role play? Really quick, I can't think of because
Improv?
improv. That's where the whole thing kind of started. Kind of loosen up. And one of the things that kind of came up, at least since I noodled on it, I think we all did, was another one is like, what tools and resources do we use that are out of the box? Improv, somatic coaching, not
Oh, I
like
see.
out of the box so much like it's so far out, but what kinds of things are people doing other than the standard stuff
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
that's sort of it.
Fun. Thanks. Can't wait to put this list together.
Yeah.
Let me, one more. What have we got? What sparked you?
I'm just going to jump in.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Glenn.
We were talking, and it actually might have been my own idea, but I got it from the very last group I was in. So I'm actually something sparked, but I was so brilliant I came up with it myself. No, but what I'm thinking is like we're in such a polarized place right now politically. And it comes up like there's it's almost like clients need therapy about how to deal with it. And when we're looking at leaders who are trying to manage diverse groups, how do we go about coaching? What are some good best practices around that? I think I
Wow.
don't know, I know we all have different political views, but it does seem like maybe the groups I hang out with all have a
Yeah.
different leaning. Maybe it's geographically we're in West Coast. I don't know. But it would seem like if there was some kind of high level discussion on how to work
Yeah.
with leaders in this group, right?
Hey,
So
can I ask the group here today? Um, I'm going to ask you a question, and then if it is true for you, would you put your hand to cover your lens or kind of in front of the lens so we see? How many of you, in the course of talking with leaders recently, find that politics is something they want to talk about?
So if it's true, put your hand in front of your camera. Is that what you're
Right. If it's true,
saying?
yes.
So it looks like
Yeah.
6,
Many
7,
of
8,
us.
9, 10. Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's
Yeah.
that they want to talk about it, but they can't, they have to talk about it.
Yes.
It
Well
infiltrates
said.
everything they do.
Right. Yes, on their mind. Right. That's a good way to
I
put
would
it,
have a
Susan.
different I have a different question, but maybe it's part what whoever just said that. Like how many in my mind, it's like how many people want to talk about the impact that the politics or the stuff is having in their organization. That one is like
Yeah.
maybe it's
Yeah.
like this.
yeah, that's why I covered. I would say that, not know so much that they want to convince me about something, but how do they deal with like
Yeah, all
warring
the
Yeah.
factions?
Yeah. They're living in a
Yeah,
political world.
yeah.
Right.
it's good.
Or how that can be a blind spot too. How
Yeah.
this is impacting them, and they are maybe not aware, not bringing it to the conversation. So when we were with Clifton, we were talking very exactly about that, how the systems are impacting our work, and to what extent we are or not being aware of that and bringing it to the conversation.
Yeah. Listen,
Yeah.
everybody, I'm going to jump in. I want to be good about the time. First off, thank you all. This is just such a blast. It's so great to be together. I want to tell you what's going to happen and what you should expect. Susan and I are going to go away. We're going to analyze the chat. Maybe we'll ask for some help from a robot. But we're going to find the themes. We're going to create a ballot, and we're going to push a ballot out to all of you. My hope is within the week, and it will go to all like 450 people are on the distribution list now, and everybody gets to vote. And you'll get to vote for your top 4 topics, and then that will be starting in April. That's what we'll talk about. So that's what you just did today. Is you gave us our ballot to guide us through the rest of the year, and I am so grateful. It's
Yes,
great to be
88.
with you all. This is when we take ourselves off mute and say goodbye.
Happy
Bye
Valentine's
bye.
Thank you
Day.
very,
Thanks,
very
Amy.
Thank
much.
Thank
Good
you.
session.
you
Bye.
all. Thanks for
Bye.
coming in.
Thank you.
Bye,
Susan.
Christy.
Wonderful energy today. Thank everyone.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah, it
you.
sure was.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tom,
Kurt, I'm glad you came.
congratulations. I want to congratulate you because you really get a great community here. Like you have 50 people in the call, and Susan, I think you're doing an amazing job. And I think that ICF, somebody said, well, this is the best SIG from the chapter. And I think that you're doing amazing work, and Barry, who really helped, I think, in the past to create this, is really amazing. So congratulations for
Thank
your great
you.
work.
Thanks, Damien. I appreciate that. I mean, I gotta say, it has been one of the joys for me these past few years. It is one of the joys in my life. So
Great to hear.
thanks. Yeah.
Great.
Well, you're impacting a lot of people, Tom. Your name comes up a lot, and your SIG is what drives a lot of people into the chapter. And we keep hearing the benefits that people reap from this community. So we're so grateful to you and Susan for doing this. It really helps a lot of people come into a new field of coaching, but also just evolve their practices and create community, because coming into solopreneurship can be quite isolating for people coming out of corporate. And this is the community they seek. So thank you both for doing this and continuing it with such passion.
Layla, that is very kind, and I'm grateful. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Steve, before I go, just had a quick question. I just want to make sure I'm East Coast, South Carolina. Is it okay for me to come join you guys in the
Yes.
Yes, we'll take you.
I don't want to be
Yes.
crossing any
Yes.
unnecessary boundaries.
No,
Yes.
No,
And
no,
you
no.
can be part of
We had
2
a
chapters.
I'm a Georgia girl,
Yeah.
so I mean, I live here now, but
Okay.
I'm from
We
Georgia,
had
so
a
we got you.
person
Well, we
from
have someone from Madrid that's in the
yeah.
SIG.
And
Okay.
if you were on
And
Mars,
Madrid, yes.
you'd be totally welcome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
and
can
Kurt,
join multiple chapters, Kurt, as well. Like we have people who are part of multiple chapters for
Okay.
memberships, so you can do that.
Kurt, that's what I was wondering. Were you talking about joining the chapter or just joining this special interest group?
At this point, just join the special interest group, but you guys might
Yeah.
get me to move all the way out there to
Well,
hang out.
listen, it would be fun to have you in person.
If you
but
join the chapter, these are all free, and everything
That's
else
what I
we
was
offer
going to
is
say.
free.
Correct.
So
Okay.
you'll actually save money if you're planning on coming more frequently.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I'll have to look into that.
and listen, we have chapter members all over because we have so much virtual stuff, and then you get it all for free.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Kurt,
fantastic.
feel
Good to
free to
know.
reach out if you have
Thank
any
you so much.
questions about that, about chapter stuff. I'm on the board of directors, so feel free to reach out.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Layla. Appreciate all the support, community. You guys are awesome.
It's
We'll see
great
you
to be.
online,
Yeah,
Kurt. Happy weekend, everyone, and happy
Thanks, you
you
Valentine's
too.
too.
Day.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Layla.
Thanks, Layla.
Yes.